Hello friends. Today we are going to start with a new sum, which is sum number 3. I'm reading this particular problem. Saraju Limited produces electronic components with a selling price per unit of rupees 100. Fixed cost amounts to rupees 2 lakhs. 5,000 units are produced and sold each year. Annual profits amounts to rupees 50,000. The company is all equity finance. Assets are rupees 5 lakhs. The company proposes to change its production process, adding rupees 4 lakh to investment by way and rupees 50,000 to fixed operational cost. The consequences of such a proposal are reduction in variable cost per unit by rupees 10, increase in output by 2,000 units, reduction in selling price per unit to rupees 95. Additional capital will be borrowed at 10%. Examine the above proposal and advise whether or not the company should make the change. Also measure the degree of operating leverage and break-even point. So they have given us the present proposal and they have given us the proposed proposal, and then they have told us to take a decision whether we have to accept the proposed proposal and evaluate the degree of operating leverage, and we need to find the break-even point. So break-even point I will be teaching you, but it will be more clear when you do a topic on costing, which is marginal costing. So let's start with the sum. Now we have the present proposal. And what is the present proposal? The selling price is 100 rupees and 5,000 units are produced and sold each year. So we have 5,000 units. Then we have a selling price per unit, and in total both we will take it. So the selling price per unit is 100 and we have 5,000 units being manufactured and sold. So I have 5 lakh rupees of total sales. From this we are going to subtract the variable cost. So the fixed cost amounts to rupees 2 lakhs and the annual profits are 50,000, and it is an equity finance with rupees 5 lakhs. So right now I don't know the variable cost, so I will be getting contribution. From this I will be subtracting the fixed cost. Then I will be getting earnings before interest and tax. From this I will be subtracting interest. So I will be getting earning before tax, and there is no tax rate mentioned. So the earnings, the profits which they have given to us is 50,000 is the annual profit. So I will be writing here 50,000 rupees. Now since it is an equity finance company, so there is no debt component. So interest I will take it as nil. So here I will be getting 50,000. Then they have given us the fixed cost. The fixed cost is 2 lakhs. So here I will be writing the fixed cost 2 lakhs, and 50,000 plus 2 lakhs is going to give me 2,50,000, and from 5 lakh I will be subtracting 2,50,000, so I will get variable cost of 2,50,000. Now 2,50,000 if I divide by 5,000 units, so I am getting variable cost as 50, and this contribution I am going to get as 50. So what we have done, we have written the present proposal. Now let us see what they have told us with regards to the other proposal. So the company proposes to change its production process, adding 4 lakh to investment by way of 50,000 to fixed operational cost, and the consequences of such proposals are there will be reduction in variable costs. Now there will be an increase in output by 2000 units. So what we have to do is, now we are going to evaluate the present proposal. So in the present proposal, what they have said is that we are going to increase the output by 2000 units. So prior to this the output was 5000 units. Now I'll increase by 2000. So my total output would be 7000 units. Now selling price per unit and total I'm going to write, less the variable cost will give me contribution, then fixed cost will subtract, will get earning before interest and tax. We are going to subtract interest, then we'll get earning before tax. So the entire format I have written. Now there will be a reduction in selling price per unit to 95. So we are going to sell the unit at 95. So 95 into 7000. So the total sales will be 6,65,000. Now there will be a reduction in variable cost by 10. So the variable cost is going to be reduced by 10 rupees. So the variable cost prior to this was 50. Now it will be reduced by 10. So it will be 40. So 40 into 7,000. So 2,80,000 I am going to get the total variable cost. Now 6,65,000 minus 2,80,000. So 3,85,000 is my contribution. And this will be 55. Now what they have said that 4 lakhs we are going to add to the investment. So what they mean to say is that 4 lakhs they are going to borrow, and by way of 50,000 to fix operational cost, and out of this 4 lakhs 50,000 will be our fixed operational cost. In other words, they are telling us that 50,000 rupees will be our fixed cost. So 2 lakh was our fixed cost. Now 50,000 there will be additional fixed cost. So our total fixed cost will be 2,50,000 rupees. So they are going to borrow 4 lakhs, and out of that 4 lakhs 50,000 they are attributing to fixed operational cost. So 50,000 will be the fixed operational cost. So prior to this our fixed operational cost was 2 lakh. Now 50,000 there will be in addition. So the total fixed operational cost will be 2,50,000. Now we are going to get 1,35,000 as EBIT. Now we are going to borrow an amount of rupees 4 lakhs, which is our additional investment, and this additional capital will be borrowed at 10%. So 4 lakh rupees is the borrowed amount, and on that 10%, so 40,000 will be our interest cost. So we are getting an earning before tax which is 95,000. Now we have calculated the present proposal as the present situation as well as the future proposal. So we have the present proposal as well as we have the future proposal. Now what they have said to us is, they have told that you have to advise whether or not the company should make the change. They have told us that whether the company should go for that future proposal of manufacturing 7,000 units. So what we are going to do is, that we are going to find the operating leverage and we are going to evaluate. So my present proposal and my future proposal. First, let us find the operating leverage. So the formula for operating leverage is contribution divided by EBIT. So contribution I have to divide by EBIT. So the contribution over here is 2,50,000 and EBIT is 50,000. So 2,50,000 when I divide by 50,000, so I am going to get 5. 5 is my operating leverage, and here the contribution is 3,85,000 and the EBIT is 1,35,000. So 3,85,000 divided by 1,35,000. So here I am getting 2.85. Now operating leverage is the degree of the risk. So which proposal is having a lower risk? So I can say the future proposal is having a lower risk. And you can see that the EBT from 50,000 it has risen to 95,000. So our earning before tax has also risen. So from the point of view of operating leverage, which is the risk factor, I can say that the future proposal should be accepted. Now that portion we have done it. Now we have to find the degree of operating leverage, which we have found it out. Now we have to find the break-even point. Now break-even point is a point wherein you are able to cover your variable cost and fixed cost in total. So the break-even point, if you want to calculate in units, you have to use the formula fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So that I will be explaining later on. For the time being, the formula for break-even point is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Now you have your present proposal and you have your future proposal. So break-even point I will be calculating. So the fixed cost over here is 2 lakhs and the interest cost is nil. So the total fixed cost is 2 lakhs and the contribution per unit is 50. So the contribution per unit will be 50. So 2 lakhs if I divide by 50, so I will be getting my break-even point 4,000 units. So if I manufacture and sell 4,000 units, I will be able to cover my variable cost and my fixed cost in total, and the total profit would be 0. That is the meaning of break-even point. Now for future proposal, we are going to calculate the break-even point. Now your fixed cost will be 2,50,000 over here and 40,000 is over here. So our total fixed cost will be 2,90,000. So our total fixed cost will be 2,90,000 and this I'll explain to you. Now we have fixed cost and there are two types of fixed costs. One is the operational fixed cost, which you can take an example, say rent which you are paying. annually or monthly is your operational fixed cost, and then you have financial fixed cost, and the financial fixed cost is nothing but the interest component. So your fixed cost is basically divided into two parts. Now if you see the operational fixed cost, you see it is 2,50,000 and the financial fixed cost is 40. So we have 2,50,000 and 40. So we have 2,90,000 as our total fixed cost. This I have to divide by the contribution per unit. So the contribution per unit is 55. So this I will be dividing by 55. So 2,90,000 divided by 55. So 5272.72. So I can approximate to 5273 units is my break-even point. So in this particular sum, what we have understood is that we have to evaluate the proposal and we have to keep into mind the degree of operating leverage, and according to that we have to answer the question. Now one more concept which I need to explain to you, that the operating leverage is having a formula of contribution divided by EBIT, and there is another formula for operating leverage which is percentage of change in EBIT divided by percentage of change in sales. Now when I say that the operating leverage is 5, what do I mean? When operating leverage is 5, what does this mean? So the interpretation over here and over here I will tell you. For this formula, the interpretation would be 1% change in contribution will bring 5% change in EBIT. This is the interpretation, that if your contribution changes by 1%, your EBIT is going to change by 5%. Now from this point of view, I will interpret that 1% change in your sales, that is this part, that is your revenue, 1% change in sales will bring 5% change in your EBIT. So this is the interpretation which I will be covering in the later part of the sums. So the basic idea is clear. I hope you all have understood the sum. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.